Austin, did you notice that you felt more comfortable today maybe than last Saturday?
I guess so. Just kind of maybe getting some of those first game jitters out helps a little bit. So yeah, I just say getting that first game out of the way helps a little bit.
Austin, I guess kind of to that question too, did it feel like this was a good opportunity to kind of show people what you could do for an extended period of time?
I guess so. I got close there for a little bit, so kind of had to play all 4 quarters of football there. Couldn't really let up on them. So I guess in that sense, yeah.
Were you looking to run maybe a little bit more this week?
It wasn't really something that I thought about a lot or really emphasized too much. It's just if that's what we're gonna give you, then take it, you know.
Third quarter, it was a little bit tougher for you guys. Were there any things that you weren't getting done there that you had been having success with up to that point?
Maybe just a couple miscues maybe here and there, and give their defense a little bit of credit. They made some plays too also, so combination of those things kind of still made us a little bit there.
They scored 2 touchdowns in the first 2 drives. What changed from that point for the defense to the stretch where they didn't score?
You know, it's always going to take a little bit to get settled in, see what they're running. I mean, we have a basic idea of what we think we're going to see, but then when they come in, they throw some curveballs at us. It takes a little bit, and we got settled in. We made some adjustments to our play calls and stuff like that, and yeah, we in the second, third quarter we held them to nothing. I mean, we would have liked to close it out the fourth quarter with keeping another goose egg on there, but I mean they're a good team. They came out, they punched back, and we took it and got some big plays on special teams that help it out too.
You had a really young defensive backfield. How do you think they did today?
We did pretty well as expected. I mean, I think we did a lot better than some people would think. But I mean, we see them in practice all the time. We know they can play. I mean, I'm not really worried. I mean, about any of like the teammates. I mean, everyone's going to do their 1/11th. But yeah, it's some good game time experience too, and they'll start to settle in, and they'll start to feel how football's played, and they'll be all right.
Shamar, how important was it to just get off on the right foot and win this game? There were some imperfections there, but just make sure you win it and move on.
I think, you know, our offensive game plan was pretty simple for us as an offensive unit, and we just had to execute. And we came out, we executed, and we did what we had to do.
Well, it was a good win. You know, Northern Colorado was a really good football team, and you know they showed their experience today, and I think they showed last week. You know, playing a very good McNeese team that was a game I'm sure that they felt like they should have won, and certainly had opportunities to do that in the fourth quarter. Felt really good about our first half. I think you know, we made some big plays, which was something we didn't do last week. Austin obviously is playing with a lot of confidence for a guy that hasn't started a lot of games. You know, the third quarter, honestly, it was not a very good quarter for us. We didn't react very well to change that they made defensively, and you know, we allowed them to keep some drives alive when we had them off schedule on third downs, and as a result, you know, the game got close there. But as I told our guys after the game, what I was really pleased about was the character we showed when it got tight. We put together a nice drive, put the ball in the end zone, forced a turnover on the special teams play, which is obviously a big play, and put the game away. You know, their front seven. And again, it's kind of difficult because you only have one game. They have a new defensive coordinator. You only had one game to kind of try to figure out what they may do against us. But I thought their front seven was really good on film, and I think it showed that today. We thought that we were going to have to make plays on the perimeter to move the ball consistently. And that's what we did in the first half. You know, I'm disappointed we haven't found more running game yet. I think that's something that we've got to be able to find, and I think it's there. You know, in the second half, they came out and played a totally different defensive look, where we really needed to run the football, and you know, I'm not sure we attacked them right those first couple of possessions, but then once we settled in, I thought we made some good adjustments there in the fourth quarter, had a couple of good drives. Obviously, you know, 4th and 1, we got to be able to convert. You know, that could have put that game away much earlier. We missed a short field goal in the third quarter. Again, you know, those kinds of things are things that, you know, to play and win consistently, we've got to make those kinds of plays.
What specific changes do you want to make to your game?
Well, you know, we got to block better. You know, I think it was a combination of things today. Some of it was what they did. Some of it was the fact we didn't block very well. Some of it was we missed some reads, I think. You know, it looks like our rushing total's better than it is because a bunch of it were, you know, by Austin on a couple of long runs. You know, and in order for us to be a consistent offensive football team, we've got to run the ball better. So that's going to be the challenge this week. You know, honestly, and we're gonna really be challenged because Weber State is a really good defensive front seven football team.
And speaking of Simmons, completion percentage jumped from 43% against Kansas State to 77% today. What do you think about his looks?
I think he threw the ball well. You know, there's a couple throws I'd like to have back. Although, you know, there was in the first half he had a lot of easy throws. You know, some perimeter screen throws where their numbers weren't matched up right, and then we converted some short throws into long gains, which is part of what our offense wants to do. But he also made some really good throws, you know, on a couple of those touchdowns, and you know, he's a very capable quarterback. I've told people that, you know, we have a lot of confidence in him, and I think he's a guy, as I've said early on, is going to keep getting better every week, and I certainly think he got better this week from last week.
It seemed obvious to me, but there is a resemblance there to how Scrubber played, with making plays and maybe improvising a little bit once.
Yeah, you know, he's really good with his feet. You saw today. He's a very effective and efficient runner. He's, you know, probably a little purer in terms of drop back passer than Chris was. He's a different personality, but very competitive. You know, he may not wear his competitiveness on his sleeve like Chris Strevler did, but he's a very intense, very focused young man, and you know, happy to see him have the kind of game that he did today. He really led us offensively, and that's what we want that position to do.
I guess it did show it again today. A lot of depth at receiver.
Yeah.
The guy kicked out, another guy gets hurt, and he's still making plays there.
Yeah. You know, Cody Case still couldn't go today. We're very optimistic that he'll be back next week. You know, to lose Dakari Allen, that's a very undisciplined mistake by him. Certainly something that we got to correct. But, you know, our depth, you got Reggie Crawford, you know, Levi Falk, Tristan Ducker, and Sham all had big days today. And, you know, we need to continue to utilize that depth. And it'll be nice, honestly, when we get the full stable back, because you know, we certainly missed Cody and Dakari today.
Defensively, there was two tough areas there, first quarter and then the first part of the fourth quarter. Was there anything you couldn't figure
Yeah, they did some different things offensively. And I don't think we adjusted very well. I mean, we got pretty vanilla defensively in the second half, and they capitalized on it. I mean, I think they got 8 or 9 senior starters on offense. A quarterback, one of the best wide receivers, probably not just in the Big Sky, one of the best wide receivers in FCS football. A bunch of seniors in the O-line, senior running back. I mean, that's a team that's they're going to be very competitive. Between that and the number of seniors that they have on defense, and they executed well. I think the thing that we didn't do very well in both of those quarters, Mick, is we didn't play very well on third down. We had them off schedule multiple times on third down. I had a couple of. I think they were probably 3 for 3. I don't know, 2 for 2, 3 for 3. I don't know if we stopped them on one fourth down, conversion situation that they had. And if you let people keep converting, they're going to move the football. And so, that's something we've got to be better at. We've got to be better in conversion situations than we were today.
Going back to Austin, that bootleg you ran, that's just a pure confidence and ability to outrun the defense?
Yeah, they were chasing a lot of our running plays down from the backside, and so that was truly a naked bootleg, not protected in any way. We just figured that if they were giving us the same look, he'd be able to outrun people to the perimeter, and he did. They were in a look that we expected, ran the play, and it worked.
Kicker recovering and fumble on kickoff?
Yeah, feel really good for Ethan James. It's been a really tight competition for the PAT field goal job, and Ethan's been handling the kickoffs. Did a good job today, I think, kicking off the ball for the most part. I think feel really good about what he's doing there, and obviously a big play in the kicking game. Force a turnover in the kicking game, and pretty much sealed the victory at that point.